Of course, that very tall fellow from Illinois was Abraham Lincoln. So in the 1860s, we had some connections. We got the university. What we did not get for the first 20 years were students. So, if guests came into town and Arthur wanted to show off the university, he had to go down to the sawmill and hire guys to pretend to be students. Now, they still do that today. Nowadays, they call that a football scholarship. Slide this way just a little bit, you guys. I'm going to talk about this photo here. This is right after the fire. I'll talk about the fire later, but this is a nice photo to talk after. There's a few buildings left standing, but not many. This was a lumber town. Almost everything was built out of wood. Look at the railroad tracks. They warped in the fire. And my favorite part is this dude here. He's like, hello, ladies. My town just burned down. Now, you probably can't tell from where you're standing, but if you had a level, you'd notice the floors are uneven. That's because this is concrete poured directly on mud and sawdust. The middle where the supports are isn't sinking so much. They were built on pilings thrown deep into the mud flats. They went down 40 feet until they hit hard clay. Nowadays, when they build the big stuff like the stadiums, they go down 200 feet until they hit bedrock. This whole wing of the downtown was all built on a river top. The Duwamish River is hitting the Puget Sound right out here. If you go out to the water and you see those giant orange cranes, that's the Duwamish River. Right? Let's take a look at this corner right here, folks. This red thing right here looks like it's from the turn of the century, and it's supposed to. That's a set piece from a TV movie. They shot the pilot episode for a show called Night Stalker, turning this room into an underground vampire city, which is what we get a lot of. We get ghost hunters, taps. Probably the most impressive thing ever set down here was an episode of Scooby-Doo. You guys have any questions about this building before we mosey on? Doing all right? It was general mercantile. You could buy almost anything. The floors were wood. And when they started, you could look out these windows across the street and see that hotel that is now a parking garage. As we head out this way, we'll be under the sidewalk.